to the left of the pin. Using a 7-iron for his second shot, Byron let the ball get away from him. The ball ended up on a high bank of rough 55 feet from the flagstick. From the thick, sandy rough, Nelson was forced once again to resort to his pitching wedge. The ball was sitting well above his feet in an awkward position. Delicately, he cut the ball to within a few feet of the hole. De Wit addressed his putt for a birdie. And rimmed the cup. He then holed out for his par 4, and Nelson one-putted for his par. On the spectacular 419-yard 15th, De Wit kept up his steady driving, 240 yards to the left side of the fairway. He then played a 7-iron to the apron of the green on the left. Back on the tee, Nelson drew his drive just a bit to the left, and with a severity characteristic of the course, was punished with the next to unplayable lie in a huge, deep depression. Using his wedge from an ill-balanced stance, Byron failed to catch the ball cleanly. It dribbled up the bank well short of getting out. With his wedge once again, Nelson hit the ball and managed to extricate it in a shower of sand. Using his wedge for a third straight shot, he then pitched to the green and rolled 30 feet past the pin. From off the edge of the green, De Wit chose to chip with a 9-iron because the green was sloping away from him. The shot rolled 4 feet past the cup. After Nelson had taken 2 putts for a double bogey 6, De Wit missed his 4-footer, scoring a 5. On the 16th, the 9th blind tee shot at the Hague, De Wit continued to demonstrate that the secret of the course lay in steadily accurate driving. Dead in the center of the fairway, 238 yards. From there, he was able to pitch to the green easily. Nelson, perhaps attempting to bite off some of the dogleg, ended up a few yards to the right of the fairway in a cluster of birches. With a 7-iron in his hand, Byron attempted to dig the ball out by running it toward the green. The ball fell well short, and Nelson strained his wrist. Using his pitching wedge for the 14th time in the round, Nelson reached the green in 3. De Wit had this right-to-left putt for a birdie. He missed and took a par 4. Then Nelson 2-putted for a bogey 5. Although the dunes on which this course was built have always been above sea level, almost every other inch of land in this unusual country has had to be won from the sea. Holland is a land below sea level, and the history of the Dutch is the history of a people battling ceaselessly and valiantly against the sea. This battle has many participants. The farmer, who literally floats a bit of land over the water to increase the size of his holdings inch by inch, foot by foot. The dike walkers, who constantly patrol the walls, on guard against any surprise attack from the sea. And the men who work on the giant Delta project, a mighty ring of dikes designed to protect the people forever from their ancient enemy. And one of the most important weapons the Hollander has in this continuing struggle is a product of shell research. Shell asphalt is being used extensively as the protective surface on both sides of the new dikes. And this familiar substance is also being used in another, more unusual way. For over 500 years, the Dutch have been building their dikes on mattresses woven of willow branches. These huge mattresses are laboriously fashioned by hand, then floated to the building spot, and sunk to the bottom with the help of large stones. They then provide a foundation impervious to the shifting sands and tides of the sea bottom. But a new shell-developed process now permits this strange-looking vessel to lay a pavement of asphalt on the bottom of the sea. On this solid foundation, the dikes of Holland are rising more quickly and efficiently than ever before. This unusual new use for asphalt was developed in the Shell laboratories in Amsterdam by men such as these scientists, who work ceaselessly in the atmosphere of Shell's dedication to excellence. And it is that same dedication that results in better products available to you in your own hometown. For Shell has a world of experience in the products you buy, the services you receive. This is the symbol of Shell's constant search for new products, new ideas, new ways to serve you better. The 17th at The Hague is a 161-yard par 3. A sand trap sits to the right and to the front of the green. However, most of the trouble is to the left, where the rough is considerable.
Gerry De Wit is using a 7-iron.
Gerry has hit that shot right straight at the middle of the green, and he did not catch the middle of the green. The wind took that out a little bit to the right, and he's pin high, a perfect shot with the wind for distance, but he missed the green slightly on the right. Gene, do you suppose Byron learned anything from watching that shot get pushed over?
Yes, he did. He's using an 8-iron, and let me tell you, Byron has gone after a 2 here because he sees a possibility of grabbing off 2 shots. You know, in golf, anything can happen.
Very true. Well, Byron has started his out to the right, trying to draw the ball in and hold it into the wind, and he catches the front part of the green and comes up pin high, and he's hit a real fine golf shot, I'll tell you, about 10, 11 feet from the hole. That's Louise Nelson walking with Byron and looking a little bit downcast as he is. I sometimes think when a golfer's not playing well that the game is even tougher on the wife than it is on the golfer. Byron Nelson marking his ball here on 17. It's almost dead in line with Gerry De Wit's. That looks like kind of a touchy little chip shot there, Squire.
Yes, it is, George. He has about a 36-footer downhill in clover.
We hit a 9-iron right at the fly again. Oh, what a lovely shot.
He's going to tap it in first 3.
And he does, and through 17 holes, Gerry De Wit remains 1 over par.
Byron has about a 10-foot putt straight all the way to the hole. All he has to do is hit it, and the old Texas Ranger will get a birdie.
Slid off to the right on him at the very last second, and it looked as though he had good line. Par 3 for Byron Nelson at 17. He remains 6 over, so through 17 holes at the Hague Golf and Country Club in Wassenaar, Holland. Gerry De Wit, 1 over par. Byron Nelson, 6 over par. De Wit enjoying a 5-stroke lead. The 18th, a par 5, only 485 yards long, is lined with trees from tee to green, completely out of character with the rest of the course. Deep woods, a ditch, a fence line the right side of the fairway. Over the fence is out of bounds. A steep slope stretches the length of the left. For your second shot, a large trap sits 30 yards short of the green. To the right of the green, a tiny trap.
You know, I'd hate to come to the last hole of an Open Championship with a 4 to tie. With this wind coming from left to right, this is a tough tee shot.
Yes, you can reach the green. You can put it in the woods on the right if you're not careful.
Right.
Well, that is a perfect shot. Just a perfect shot. He started it down the left center of the fairway, and that, if he carried it down and dropped it, it couldn't be better. Beautiful.
You know, George. I just